Hi friends, it's Miss Nicole and we are back on our kids archaeology vlog, and I'm here with archaeologist Tracy. She and I have been meeting throughout the school year, coming up with a plan for this coming summer, and she had some very exciting news she wanted to share with you. So, what's up?
Hi everyone. Our very exciting news is that this summer, for the first time since 2008, we are going to be opening a new excavation area on the site. And this is really exciting because we have no idea what we're going to find, and it could be really amazing and it could not. But it's always really fun to start from topsoil when you don't know what you're going to have. Now, there are a couple of things that we do though to position ourselves or to put ourselves in a place where we believe we're going to find something of importance and something that will allow us to have a productive season. So right here I have a topographical map of the ancient city of Ashkelon. This is the site that Miss Nicole worked at last summer with me. And if you followed along, I'm going to put a star right here. This is where Miss Nicole spent her summer, and I'm sure many of you have seen the videos that she did. So, but to get you oriented, and I really should have done that later, so oh well. All right. Here is the Mediterranean Sea. That's one edge of the site. Here we have another major feature. These are physical features that we can see on top of the ground already and that tell us something about the site. This big arc here are the city walls. Those are the walls that would have kept people out if they didn't want to let them in. Another important feature that we know about and that helps us understand the city and think about where we want to work are the major streets like Lakeshore Drive or Michigan Avenue or Ashland. We have one that comes through right here, and we have another one here and another one here. All right, so often as archaeologists, we're going to look for the streets and we're going to say that would be a really interesting place to dig, because just like we have in Chicago, on streets you'll find stores, you'll find houses, you'll find apartment buildings, all sorts of really interesting things like that.
But remember friends, it's not like stores and houses and streets that we're used to back in Chicago. Remember, all of the things back in ancient times were made out of mud and dirt and things like that.
Yes, so it's both similar and yet very different. But one thing remains true, and is that streets are always really interesting and a good starting point. Now, another very important aspect of the site that helps us figure out where we want to dig are two high points, two very high areas. Just like this. And they're high artificially. That means that they got to be big hills because people lived in these two areas for thousands of years, building one house on top of the other. Now, why would they do that, and why are these two areas really interesting? Well, first, if you've ever been to the top of the Sears Tower or the John Hancock building or in any tall building and you look out, the view is pretty spectacular, and it's really amazing to be able to see far and see lots of different things. So just like we appreciate a spectacular view today, many, many years ago, they also really liked to have a view from their houses or their palaces or buildings such as that. And the most prized view, the one that everybody wanted, was of the sea. Was of the water. So you build up high because you're going to be able to see the water and it's a great view. Equally important, in a place such as Ashkelon where it's really hot and dry, you want to get the breezes. Especially when you're home and your home doesn't have air conditioning or anything like that. You want to position your house, you want to build it in a place so that it'll be cooled naturally by the breezes. So you build up high. And just like in these two places, so that you not only have the view, but so that you have the breezes that run throughout the day to keep you cool. So we're going to take advantage of what we know about Ashkelon, about the site topographically from these main features that I've shown you, and we're going to open up a new area somewhere right in here, right there on the highest point of the site, where the views would have been the most spectacular and where the breezes would have been the best. Now, we know that that's where we want to dig, but that's still a really big area. So we have to decide within that area where we want to work. All right? And here's an image of that area. You can see what it looks like. And next time we're going to talk about the technologies and the activities we're using to figure out exactly where we're going to excavate in that area.